Manga hater reads Berserk for the first time. Welcome to what will be the first installment of hopefully a number of episodes where you get to join me in reading Berserk. I have been recommended this by several friends, and they tell me it is just a masterpiece, really. And I've never really felt like the pull to read it. I've actually had this now for over a year, and I've just not gotten around to reading it. And I felt like today was the day to really start on this journey. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this. So first thing I will say that I know about this series is the creator Kentaro Miura sadly passed away. I'm not sure exactly what year it was that he passed away, but the creative continuation of this work was done by his co-writer, I believe, or like a close friend of his who knew the context and the plot and was able to continue it on his behalf. So rest in peace, Kentaro Miura. And yeah, this shit hits uh, like crazy off rip. So he he starts off balls deep in this woman hitting the what looks to be the downward dog yoga pose, and yeah, he's gone to town here, and literally in the same page, this woman turns into this gnarly, grotesque monster. Fucking awesome drawing, by the way. Like the drawing of this manga has impressed me so much from the first chapter being the Black Swordsman. Uh, Off rip, his life is in danger. He's still hitting it. Can we just point out this man is brave? He's still hitting it. He's got a grip on that thigh. He's smiling as well, by the way. I just want to point all this out because this man is a freak. 2 pages in, and he it doesn't take long for him to blow in his words this bitch's head off because he fucking even the alien was kind of enjoying it because the alien was just like, "This is your last taste of heaven before I send you to hell," and he's like, "Bitch, you're fucking you're ham and cheese toasty, bro. I'm gonna fucking toast you right now," and he blitzed her. So um, we start off with a pretty intense sex scene. Does that make me a smut fan for enjoying this? I mean, this is let's wind it back. I reckon this is as close as it gets for a dude to enjoying a written sex scene without it crossing smut. It's pretty fucking close, guys. I don't I don't know. Anyways, after he taps that, he heads into town, and he observes these like children leaving the town. I mean, up the top panel there, enters the town, and it's clearly like ripe with corruption. Off rip, where there is a bunch of mercenaries from Coca Castle nearby, where they're throwing daggers at this gender neutral sassy little elf called Puck, and he goes in there. He's very nonchalant, by the way. He's a very nonchalant character. She's pretty feisty. She's trying to get out of there. You know, she's very good comic relief. I did laugh a few times at her um, exasperation and her dramatic, their dramatic comedic injection into this story so far. And this character, the Black Swordsman, who we later find out his name is Guts, and he is a total badass. He tells the bartender in a very casual tone, he's like, I'm gonna fuck shit up right now. I'm gonna mess your bar up a little bit. And he creates an abstract Mona Lisa brain juice splatter painting on the wall from his crossbow bolts, and so cool, man. Like he annihilates these people. Like I don't know, I'm no doctor, but you're gonna need more than a pair of tweezers to pull that fucking splinter out, because golly, that it looks painful. And again, he's so very nonchalant, but I feel like we'll address that soon because I've got a few points to address regarding the way he kind of presents himself. I feel like there's a lot more behind that tough exterior that he kind of leads you on to believe he has. Anyways, he slams this dude's head on the table, says, "You're from fucking Coca Castle, hey?" And he's like, "Yeah." We're holding him by the nose on the table with one of his bolts, and he says, "You need to deliver a message to your boss. The Black Swordsman has come." So, clearly a title earned from distinct battle, I'm guessing. Clearly he looks like an experienced warrior of some sort. And then this awesome panel here. Man, let me try and zoom in for you. Man needed a shield because, and some armor because he's wearing goddamn Wonder Woman jocks and gets absolutely cleaved in half by Guts. It's such a cool scene. Like, everyone's kind of absolute shock and dismay at this man just getting obliterated. And then, anyways, it's described as a massive, thick, heavy, far too rough. Indeed, it was like a heap of raw iron. Which, I mean, that leads me to question, because he looks strong. He looks like a strong character, but nobody is that strong. So is he human? I mean, this is my first telling that he is inhuman, because I feel like no normal human has that kind of capacity or strength. Anyway, so he saves the little sassy gender neutral elf and says, "I'm Puck, nice to meet you," blah blah blah, whatever. And on a few occasions here, the elf Puck touches him, and then he will respond by saying, like, "Don't touch me, I'll squash you," or he even yells at one point, which you could just say that's boundaries, but I would like to think there's clearly some trauma behind that. I mean, I'm sure that will come out later in the story. But regardless, he gets captured by the city guards because they are in cahoots with the Coca Castle people. Oh, sorry, the guards and the mayor are in cahoots with the Coca Castle. What the fuck? Maybe they manufacture on the side. Who knows? Maybe that's how they can afford to have these people on their payroll. But I can't imagine Coca-Cola features in this universe. He then gets tortured by a human potato. I mean, how does one even attain that physique? I'm more impressed by this man's physique than I am Guts. Like, what the fuck is that? Anyways, and Guts is badass, taking all this punishment. The mayor comes in, yada yada. They have a bit of back and forth dialogue. Come to find out, and this is so cool to me, right? Come to find out, excellent writing is, I guess, what I have to say here, because it circles back to the cart with the women and children leaving. I just thought they were going traveling. Naive fucking dude over here. I thought they were just traveling, but they are being taken to the castle to feed the leader of Coca-Cola Castle, where he's eating them. Guts identifies he's eating them. He says how he's a monster that eats human flesh, and you continue providing with meals. A prison wagon full of women and children. So cool. I never suspected that, but going back, I can see he's kind of like his side eye. Like, he's kind of like, he's already suspicious of it before he even leaves town. So he's switched on. Like, he's really switched on and very, very perceptive. And this old man is too. Look how frail he is. He's oh my god. Like, dude, retire, go home. Like, fucking, what are you doing? Feeding a demon children and women. And then he's in the torture chamber, like, like, this man needs a pacemaker. He needs some prune juice to get him a fucking rocking chair and move him to the countryside. He is not built for this. And, blah, blah, blah. The old man who needs to retire goes to the castle and talks to the dude. Blah, blah, blah. And then, where are we? That was the clever storytelling that I was talking about. And he ends up in jail, obviously, after the torturing. And he gets healed, and then it cuts to this part here. We learn it to be the brand of sacrifice, and he mentions that people are coming soon to kill him, seemingly as a result of the mark. This man has built-in Spidey senses. Like, that's OP as fuck, man. Like, what? Like, I don't need that. I don't have any enemies, but, be a cool thing to have, I think. Super broken ability, because, I mean, he'll never get, well, you can perceive he wouldn't get jumped. I mean, it would bleed and he'd be like, oh shit, like, I'm getting attacked. Like, he could tell before all this shit hits. Anyways, regardless, the next point, he ends up in like a weird dream state, which I thought was really bizarre, where he's like frozen in fear, and there's a disgusting little like blob, and all I can relate it to, or it's akin of, is the it looks like fucking Alexander and Nina getting combined from Full Metal Alchemist, you know, like, like if you know, you know, but sorry, that's pretty fucked up, I know, but whatever, doesn't matter. Fuck it. I mean, this is a pretty fucked up book, so far. And anyways, the point being, this little fucking Nina and Alexander blob thing, it like crawls towards him, and he's like clearly incredibly fearful, and we've never seen this display of emotion so far. I mean, it's early days, chapter 1, but still, it's an incredible display of emotion which we have not seen from him yet, which leads me to believe there is clear trauma underlying. Again, the fact he's so against any touch. I mean, you could say that's normal, but I would be inclined to suggest that it's indicative of deeper internalized issues than that. But anyways, he where are we? And then he's scratching at these old scars on his arm in the jail cell, and he like, sorry, I wrote notes on this because I didn't want to forget this because I thought it was weird. So clearly, like, and he doesn't seem bothered by like the fact that he's scratching at these scars and ripping flesh open. Again, he didn't seem pained by it. Did he enjoy it? Is it indicative of past trauma? I mean, you would imagine so, but like, and what are these scars from? Could be from war, could be from something more sinister. And to what extent is this trauma? What role does it play in his life? I guess. Anyway, so the town's invaded by the thugs of Coca Castle, and Guts gets in a scrap with the inhuman demonic thing. And all I can really relate it to again is, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Mike Tyson fighting Ricky Spain. If you haven't, look it up. Spoiler alert: Ricky Spain gets fucked up, and think of that tail as Mike Tyson's right hand rocketing into Ricky Spain's head, because Guts gets fucked up horribly. And again, a second showing of how inhumanly durable and strong Guts is to survive this, because any normal human would not survive this. And I believe the monster even said at some point, like, hey, you're tough to survive these hits. Like, okay. Okay, bro, whatever. And he's getting fucked up, and he really, hang on, let me flip. Look at this shit. How is he not dead? He's getting his shit, sorry, my hand's in the way, right over here. Look at that. Dead. He looks dead. Anyways, clearly ends up, spoiler alert, plain dead. Pulls out his cannon and fucking blows the cunt's head off. So cool. And gets his sword. This is probably my favorite. This is my favorite panel from the whole of chapter 1. Badass. How fucking cool is that? Hacks his bitch ass in half and ends up like this crazy look in his eyes. Again, like, he enjoys this. This is not like just a business transaction. This is a hobby. This is a hobby for this man. And he tortures him and shoots him, and he's like, I can't kill you? Well, how about I fuck you up and make you feel pain anyway? So he is a different breed. This man's built different. And the monster identifies the brain of sacrifice, and he's about to say, you are ... And then Guts intervenes and says, where are the 5 members of the God Hand? I'm guessing they're stronger enemies. It's like a hierarchy. And if he wants to kill them, he better get stronger, because he was getting fucked up, to be honest. And anyways, the monster burns to the ground, and he just walks away with a fierce look in his face, and Puck is traumatized. And then we have the calling card, the title of the manga on the final page, with Puck saying Berserk, clearly indicating the man is a madman. And Black Swordsman, that's the end of chapter 1, volume 1. And that was sick as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, that was cool as hell. I didn't know what to expect from that, but golly gosh, that was that was freaking awesome. I'm really excited to see, again, what the brand of sacrifice means to him, where this trauma stems from, and I guess what his purpose is. Like, what is his mission? He's clearly on a mission. He's a driven person, traumatized and troubled by his past, but is he trying to. I guess my question is he trying to, like, find him. Is it a revenge story? Is it a story of him finding himself, I guess, based on what's happened in the past? Because I don't know what's happened, but I'm excited to find out. Anyways, Volume 1, Chapter 1, that was fucking sick, man. That was really cool. So I'm keen to read the rest, and yeah, let's start this journey. So thanks for tuning in. Cheers.